Ladies and gentlemen, hello, and you are watching TTV News, some latest events in the province. And now coming to details. Dear audience, the A session of the TayNinhTV People Council, term 2021-2026 has ended. This meeting is regarded as having successfully completed the proposed content and program. The meeting also approved 24 important resolutions that are expected to help promote socio-economic development in the last 6 months of the year and in the year ahead.
Delegates of Provincial People's Council decided to pass 9 resolutions in the field of investment. There are 4 resolutions in this document that has approved investment policies for 4 new projects. Phase number 2 of the Center for Sports Trainings and Competition projects, Road Project TT784C of Bao Nang to Bao Cup, renovation and embellishment of a number of items and works in the Special National Relic area of the Southern Department's Central Revolutionary Headquarters. The road improvement project connecting Tân Nam International Border Gate, section from Tân Bình border post to DT788 and DT783. The meeting also approves 2 resolutions in the fields of natural resources and environment, including the resolution on land recovery for the implementation of socio-economic development projects for national and public interest in the Tân province in 2023, phase number 2, and resolution on changing the use purpose of rice cultivation, protect forest land and special use forest land for the implementation of the province's first phase of the project in 2023. The delegates voted to pass important resolutions in the social-cultural field, including resolution establishing the level to support for the implementation of the projects on livelihood diversification, poverty reduction model development, and agricultural production development in the Tân province under the National Target Program for Sustainable Poverty Reduction in the period of 2023 to 2025. Resolution on the tuition fees for the public educational institutions in the Tân province from the academic year of 2023 and 2024 to the academic year of 2025 to 2026. And furthermore, the sections approved many resolutions in the fields of justice, sports, to the resolution on the staff assignment in 2023 and many other important contents.
Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee, Chairman of the Provincial People Council, Nguyễn Thành Tâm, also directed a number of content that need to be focused on implementation in order for the resolution that have just been approved by the Provincial People Council to come to life soon and have positive effect, contributing to a more socio-economic development in the last 6 months of the year and the following years. Mr. Nguyễn Thành Tâm, Secretary of the Provincial Party Committee and Chairman of the Provincial People Council, emphasized that sector and localities must make greater effort and strive in order to successfully implement the resolution on socio-economic development in 2023 and create conditions for completing socio-economic development tasks in the 2020-2025 period. The Provincial People Committee must observe the comments and suggestions of the People Council delegates, continue to promote the key achievements, focus on overcoming shortcomings, limitations, and inadequacies in health and education, ensure good health care for the people, and ensure social security. The Provincial People Committee and related branches quickly concentrate and implement the Provincial People Council resolution, ensuring timeliness, synchronism and efficiency in bringing the resolution to life as soon as possible. The Provincial People Committee and related sector must focus on resolving business difficulties and obstacles, strengthening promotion activity to attract investment, and improving business operational efficiency.
The Central Interdisciplinary Delegation led by Mr. Đào Minh Tú, Deputy Governor of the State Bank of Vietnam, met with the People's Committee of the Tân province in the first morning of July of 2021 to inspect, supervise, and evaluate the results of the province implementation of the national target programs in 2023. Mr. Trần Văn Chiến, Vice Chairman of the Provincial People's Committee, was working with the delegation on behalf of the Tân province. Currently, the province has implemented 7 over 10 component projects of the National Target Program for Socio-Economic Development in Ethnic Minority Areas. The poverty rate has been reduced to 1.83%, and 61 over 71 communes have met new rural standards. In general, the province implementation of national target programs has been largely completed according to the plan, resulting in positive effects, improved socio-economic conditions, and improved the people's lives also. From 2021 to the present, the province has mobilized over 2,500 billion Vietnam dong in credit institution resources. During this meeting, the province proposed to the central ministry and branches to consider and adjust a number of criteria and indicators related to the national set of criteria for new rural construction, request the central government to quickly inform about non-business capital in 2024 and 2025 so that the province can take initiative in reciprocal resources to implement the national target program on building new rural areas.
The audience, after 2 years of implementation, the province national target program have not only mobilized the drastic and synchronous participation of the entire political system, but have also received the active participation of all classes of people, contributing to a noticeable change in the phrase of rural areas. People's lives are gradually improved. The Ninh province will be allocated nearly 3 trillion Vietnam dong to implement 3 national target programs, including new rural construction, sustainable poverty reduction, and socio-economic development in ethnic minority and mountainous area between 2021 and 2025, which is primarily dedicated to the new rural construction program. The remaining 2 programs have relatively low investment capital because the province lacks the object and the area is prioritized for investment. By the end of 2022, projects funded by National Target Program for New Rural Development and the National Target Program for Socio-Economic Development in ethnic minority and mountainous area of the province will have spent 100% of their allocated capital.
TayNinhTV Province Socio-Economic Development Master Plan directs its development toward catching up with other localities' industrial transition processes, while also capitalizing on the advantages of border economic zones and expanding economic and trade activities with Cambodia. And TayNinhTV aspires to be the southern key economic region's international trade gateway by 2050. And currently, the province is maintaining a high and sustainable growth rate, resulting in a noticeable change in quality, increasing the competitiveness and efficiency of economic sectors, and strongly setting the economic structure toward modernity, effectively contributing to the region's development. In particular, the province's economic growth was estimated at nearly 26,900 billion Vietnam dong in the first 6 months of this year, up to 4.07% of the same period last year, placing TayNinhTV second in the southeast region. And with an impressive growth momentum, the province has set the targets of becoming the international trade gateway of the entire southern key economic zones by 2050, with industry and tourism services being the main driving force for the growth associated with the development of new spaces, making TayNinhTV one of the regions and the country's centers of industrial development and tourism services.
Vietnam Social Security held an online conference on July 21st to discuss digital transformation, the implementation of the governance project OC, and the pilot evaluation of biometric authentication application and medicine examination and treatment, in order to carry out the Prime Minister project on developing the application of population data, electronic identification and authentication for the national digital transformation. Vietnam Social Security has connected and shared data between the National Population Database and the National Insurance Database, implemented techniques to ensure step-by-step use of citizen identification cards and new national electronic identification (VNeID) to replace paper health. There were more than 10,500 medical examination and treatment facilities nationwide as of July 15, 2023 that provided medical examination and treatment covered by health insurance with citizen IDs embedded with chip. Vietnam's social insurance has also implemented integration, providing all our public service, linking birth registration to permanent resident registration, issuing health insurance cards to children under the age of 6, and linking that registration to birth registration, removal of permanent resident registration, support for burial expenses, funeral allowance, serving people 1.6 billion Vietnam dong in administrative compliance costs. Ladies and gentlemen, the Market Management Department of Tây Ninh Province has collaborated with the association to combat counterfeit goods and protect intellectual property rights of foreign invested enterprise in Vietnam, VASIP, to organize a seminar to distinguish between real and fake goods of some protected trademarks in Vietnam.
At the seminar, experts from VACIP presented skills in identifying real and fake goods through stamps, labels, logos, packaging colors and product specifications, as well as knowledge of intellectual property rights, how to look up, search for websites selling fake goods and counterfeits. As a result, officials tell their duties are more efficient, sparkling, commercial fraud and counterfeit goods are effectively combated, and fighting against and genuine businesses are also protected, and the consumer interests are protected also.
Ladies and gentlemen, in order to increase the value of products and increase the value per hectare of land, TayNinhTV has invited domestic and foreign investors to invest in developing high-tech agricultural projects. TayNinhTV farmers have also regularly applied this model, opening up opportunity for sustainable development for the province's agricultural production. Agriculture in TayNinhTV accounts for more than 20% of the province's economic structures. TayNinhTV has a high agricultural rate in comparison to the rest of the country. As a result, while carrying out economic restructuring, TayNinhTV has also implemented a project to restructure the agricultural sector in order to increase value and develop sustainably in recent years. TayNinhTV intends to develop 20 high-tech agricultural regions between 2022 and 2030.
As we all know, agriculture is the foundation for industrialization and modernization, and the market for industry in agriculture which provides labor sources for agriculture while also ensuring the security and safety for the entire country. Despite difficult circumstances, the TayNinhTV province has made significant progress in the fields of industry, construction, services, and agriculture.
The forums are set in connecting businesses to invest in and develop high-tech agricultural ecosystem in TayNinhTV province in 2022, resulted in Hồng Nhâm Group and the Hearst Group signing a memorandum of understanding with the province, committing to invest in TayNinhTV in chain of high-tech agricultural complexes totaling 2,500 billion Vietnam dong. Hồng Nhâm Group held the groundbreaking ceremony for the TayNinhTV high-tech application farm project, which spent more than 39.5 hectares in early July. The total amount invested 200 billion Vietnam dong. The goal is to breed poultry and red chicken on a scale of 20 million eggs per year.
Currently, the foreign corporations are offering favorable conditions to the farmers, even in difficult times, and we also support the best price so that the farmers do not lose the money.
And then last behind are the province in the country in agricultural development, according to the Deputy Minister of Agriculture and Rural Development Phùng Đức Tiến. TayNinhTV, on the other hand, has invested and potential. The use of high technology in tandem with the value chain to develop the market is a significant advantage.
TayNinhTV is currently being identified as the new pole of the southern region, the southern key economic region also. And TayNinhTV also has many potential advantages. We are also creating large agricultural areas to be able to meet requirements of the modernization towards clean and green agriculture, value chain agriculture, and circular agriculture also.
with a province with a large area of agricultural land. Infrastructure for agricultural reduction has been robustly invested, plus preferential policy to support businesses and farmers will bring success to the province agriculture, achieving the goal of the resolution of 11 Tainan Bronzo Party Congress and the action plan of the Bronzo People Committee set out to consider agricultural development, especially lean agriculture and high-tech agriculture, as one of the key and breakthrough programs in the province's socio-economic development in the 2021-2025 period. Ladies and gentlemen, that's all for today TTV News. Thank you for watching and see you next time.